Hi there. Are you looking for an email marketing tool to set up email marketing automations for your business? Or else if you are looking for an active campaign review, then you must watch this video. This is Satya Raju and today I'm gonna discuss some of the amazing features of active campaign while walking through my active campaign account. Email marketing is one of the proven marketing strategies that through which you can nurture your leads and convert them into your customers to generate revenue for your business. ActiveCampaign is a popular tool for email marketing purpose, and it also has many other features like sales CRM automation, conversations, apart from just email marketing automations. So let's dive in. ActiveCampaign has email marketing automation builder which is a visual drag and drop builder. There are also many automation recipes which are basically templates. Instead of starting an automation from scratch, you can choose a template based on your industry. Automations map is another feature that allows you to see how your automations are connected. Triggers are basically which trigger the automation workflow. So let's dive in. This is inside my ActiveCampaign account which I have created, and here you can find a checklist. Once you log into your dashboard, you will find this kind of checklist that guides you as a new user. It guides you what all you need to set up on your ActiveCampaign account. If you are new to ActiveCampaign or if you are new to email marketing, then this will be helpful for you to set up basic what are the steps that you need to take to have your email marketing tool ready to use. So first section, I will just go and walk through some of the basic details about ActiveCampaign accounts. So contacts is where you find your list of contacts. So this is you can just import your contacts from your existing email service provider, or else you can export the contact data. You can export the not just a name and full name. You can export tag details, what list they are in, and etc. into a CSV file normally. So this is how the contacts profile looks. For example, this is my name and I have created a contact for myself. So you can see my name, email address, and first name, my score, what are the tags I have, what lists I am added in, what are the recent activities I have did. So might be a website visit, or else subscribe to a list, or added to a particular automation. You can find all this info here once you visit the contact section. List tab is where you find an email list. This is where here you find contacts list and entire contacts, and here you find their list. You might have different kinds of lists. For example, you might have a list for leads and you might have a list of customers. So you can have different kinds of lists. So depending on your purpose, I would highly recommend you to have a minimal number of lists. Don't create a list for every segment of audience. You can just create a segment out of the list as well. I will just show you that as well in a few minutes. So under contact section, you find a lot of aspects like manage scoring that allows you to add a score to a particular contact. For example, if someone purchases from your website, you can add a particular number of points to them. Say if a person purchases a product, then you can add 100 points to that particular contact. If a person visits your website, you can add a particular contact like 10 points. So depending on your purpose, you can add these scores. Tags is something that allows you to add different kinds of tags based on their behavior, based on their action and all. So depending on your purpose, you can add multiple tags. Every contact, you can add a contact tag to a contact. Based on your purpose, you can add a add tag to a contact as well. So list cleanup is another feature that allows you to clean up your email list based on their if they are non-active for a long time. You can use some conditions and clean up your list automatically as well. So now let's go to the automation section. Automations is where you can set up your email marketing automations. So this is how you can just I have created some test automations. So all you have to do is click on create an automation, and then you will find a templates. As discussed earlier, these are called automation recipes. If you find something useful for your business, depending on your industry, you can just go and select that and start import that automation if you don't want to start from scratch. Always, as always, you can start from scratch as well, depending on your personal requirements. If you don't find a automation recipe that fits for your business, you can just always start from scratch. I have already created a test automation. So you can see this automation workflow here, where there is a trigger called contact subscribes to a list. There are many kinds of triggers. It can be as simple as subscribing to a list, or else it can be as complex as a event is recorded on your website, or else a web page is visited. For example, if they visit a particular page on your website, then you can trigger an automation. Basically, you can create a browse abandonment flow for an e-commerce if you are in an e-commerce business. So this is how it looks inside an automation builder. So you can zoom it or zoom out. You can move the different parts of your workflow here and there. So depending on your purpose, you can move the action. As discussed, this is called engagement score. I have created a score called engagement score. So this adds up when a particular contact clicked any link. I added 10 points. So you might add 100 points or 5 points depending on your business requirement. You can add any number of points, but here I have added only 10 points. Also, there is clicking on this plus symbol, you can just find out different kinds of actions that you can add. So you can send an email, internal notification email. You can send an SMS to a contact or admin. You can subscribe to them to another list, add a tag, remove a tag, add to Facebook custom audience, and many more. Even if you have connected your Google Sheets account, you can just automatically add this email list, contacts to the email list who reach a particular stage in your workflow. So this is a flexible automation builder, I could say. And this is the email. For example, if I add an email step, you can just add an email step here, clicking on send an email. So that is how the automation builder is. So this is a visual builder, so you can have a overview of all steps in your automation workflow. And next is a campaign section, which you can go through here on the sidebar. So you can create a campaign. There are 6 types of campaign that can be created in Active Campaign. So standard campaign, which is a one-time email. Automated will go to the automations tab again, where you create an automation workflow. And the autoresponder is basically to confirm emails to add them to list. Basically, it's a double opt-in feature that allows you to add people to your email list only when they confirm their email. Remember, Active Campaign charges you when the contacts are active and when they are subscribers to your list. And your plans are scalable depending on the list size you have. Split testing is a campaign type which allows you to split test different subject lines or contact which allows you to test email content. So instead of broadcasting to an entire list, you can just broadcast to a small segment of your list and test whether they are working better, whether the subject line is working better or not, and then you can have another subject line and broadcast to the entire list. So clicking here, you can just click on name, and you can just select the list. You have to select the list to send an email. As I discussed earlier, you can create segments. So instead of creating a new list every time, you can create a segment out of your major list based on different conditions. For example, I clicked on create segment. So my master contact list, I don't create a new list. I will just create a segment out of this list based on a condition. So for example, if he has clicked a link, any link in a campaign, I will just create a segment of my list called engaged list, which allows me to send emails only to the people who are very engaged. This allows you to test your offers or new product launches, like how they convert better or not, instead of sending to entire list. This way you will get better open rates and click-through rates, and you can understand this how the email works based on their performance. And the next step is design step, where you basically design your email, what you want to send. Remember, even if you are not an HTML coder, you can send emails through Active Campaign. There are many ready templates here you can choose from, and also there are many design templates, and there are many layouts as well. Depending on your brand and depending on your business requirement, you can choose a template whatever fits your purpose. So you can always start from scratch. I will start from scratch. So clicking on standard type, you will be allowed to use either HTML block or else text also. but selecting text only, it has some drawback, like you can't track open rates or something. So I would suggest use standard or else custom HTML. If you know HTML and how to write HTML images, then obviously choose custom HTML or else go with standard option. So once you do that, you will be asked to select sender details. You can always edit them. For example, my subject line I keep just hello for now. You can always edit it later in the next steps. I mean, before you send the email, you can select that. So once you select that, if when you start from scratch, this is a template you receive. You can just add blocks directly dragging and dropping here. So ActiveCampaign email builder is a drag and drop builder, and as I shown you, there are many templates as well. So you can just add an image block or text block depending on your requirement. You can just add any block, any kind of block. Another interesting feature inside ActiveCampaign editor is that you can make the blocks conditional. So for example, if I make this block conditional, only contact who has that particular tag will see that block. Even though you broadcast the list to an entire segment, or even though you broadcast this email to a particular list, you can make this particular block in the email conditional. I mean, they can see that block only if they have that particular tag. Have amazing is it? So this way you can have a personalized offer for particular people. Even though you are sending email to an entire list, you can have particularly visible blocks only to particular people who have that specific tag, or else any other condition. You can hide those mobile devices, as you can hide a particular block on mobile devices. So it's very self-explanatory. You can just drag and drop the different elements. And next is the summary tab, where you find the sender email address, welcome email, and all details there. So let me go through the summary tab. So this is where you find all of whatever details you have added, and then just check all these aspects and just click on send. That's it. And next section is contact scoring. As discussed earlier, I have shown you automation inside my automation, where I have added a score. Contact scoring is generally part of, you can make it part of the workflows itself, even tagging contacts as well. I would highly recommend you to use the feature of adding tags or scores inside an automation instead of manually doing so. Why? Because it gets automated. Otherwise you have to add a score manually, which is nearly a time boring job as well. So I would suggest like this, creating a workflow where you can add points based on their action, based on their behavior. Like if they visit a particular page of your website, you can just add points depending on what's valuable for your business. For example, if your customer makes a purchase, you can just add 100 points to that particular contact. I hope it's clear for now. And next is site tracking. Site tracking is basically there will be a JavaScript code that you have to add on your website. So this is where you find that. So once you visit that tab, you will find a tracking section which allows you to track people. Which allows you to track visitor behavior on your website. There will be a JavaScript code that you have to install on the header of your website. There will be detailed instructions once you go through that site tracking section. So next thing is that you can create landing pages within the ActiveCampaign. So I will just walk you through a landing page that I have created. So go to the site and then pages. You will find the pages here. So I have already created a test page here, but you can set up an URL, you can set up meta open graph tags here itself. So it's just that you can find templates. If you add a templates, you can find them as well. So add new page, click on add new page. That's it. You will be shown a lot of templates to choose from even for landing pages. How cool it is. So I have already created a test landing page here. I started from scratch. I started to build it from here. So you can see this. There is a headline, there is a content timer, there is a form. So depending on your requirement, you can just drag and drop whatever block you need. So this is also a drag and drop builder. Isn't it interesting that every builder here is almost a drag and drop? And next we can create a forms using ActiveCampaign. So depending on your plan, there is some restrictions on how many different kinds of forms you create. For example, you can create only inline form in your basic plan, light plan, and you can create floating bar, floating box, model kind of pop-ups, model form. So depending on your requirement, you can use different kinds. You can create different kinds of forms inside ActiveCampaign. So for example, I have already created a test form here. So instead of using another form builder, you can directly use ActiveCampaign. So there are many fields just like landing page builder or automation builder. This is also a drag and drop builder. Depending on your requirement, you can just add an element to the form and integrate them. So you can always trigger an automation with a form submission as well, just like I did earlier. So once a contact submits, once a person submits their contact information through the form, they will be entered into an automation using the form as a trigger. So CRM features are basically available here. So this is deals and CRM feature. So this deals feature will allow you to create deals just like your CRM. Actually, I did not explore this much, but yes, if you need a CRM for your business, you can just always use this. Conversations requires you to have a separate trial for this. Conversations includes the chat widget on your website or omni-channel chat box, so you can track that behavior also inside ActiveCampaign, and you can trigger events based on automations based on that. App integration section is available here. So this shows you how what other tools you can integrate with ActiveCampaign. So remember, if you don't have an particular integration that you are using, which software you are using or tool you are using, just check with Zapier, because Zapier has many integrations with them. So using Zapier, you can connect with them. See this. So here it is. So using Zapier, you will be able to connect many apps with ActiveCampaign, even though if they are not directly connected to ActiveCampaign. So this is what app integrations are. And personalized content. So personalized content I have already discussed. Based on tags, you can send emails. Based on their conditions, you can send emails to a particular people in your entire list. You can show conditional content. Web personalization will have web personalization is another feature that is part of this site section only. So you can find this section here where you can make edits to your landing page directly from ActiveCampaign. Generally you need to purchase another tool for personalization purpose, or else you need to use a tool like Google Optimize or something to create an experience. So you can create an experience everywhere. I have created experience. I have created a text experience. But yes, you can create an experience and make different variations for your purpose. Based on the tag, you can show particular text on your website or web page. Reports. ActiveCampaign has the report section, and these reports are very interesting as well. You can find reports for almost many things like goal reports, automation reports, contact reports. So what are the open read trends, how email client trends, etc. So I hope you find this review video useful, and let me know if you have any questions related to ActiveCampaign in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.